Yo guys, as you can tell by the thumbnail and by the title of this video, I am back with another, no, it's not that there, hang on, I am back with another Raw review, and yeah, I'm kind of filming this Raw review in a different angle, because the sun is, as you can tell, is literally blaring in my room, but with the curtains closed, the quality looks weird. With my curtains closed and the light on, there's a weird glare going down the middle of my phone. So I'm having to make do with what I've got, unfortunately. So sorry if the quality is a little bit weird in this video, and I kind of go really white at some points. And not as white as in some points. Yeah, I don't know. It's just very annoying. Because there was another video I was gonna film today as well. Hopefully the sun goes in a little bit. By the time I film that video, because I wanted to get a couple of videos filmed today. Ready to be posted this week, but the sun has told me otherwise. I cannot be doing that. But anyways, as you can tell by the thumbnail, I kind of done like a face. And I did give this week's Raw, as you can see by the thumbnail. I think it's like over here somewhere. I did give this week's Raw a 4 out of 5, but a very low 4 out of 5. It was very close to being a 3 out of 5 Raw, because I don't know, this Raw just felt really meh. Like really meh for me. I don't know if anyone else feels like that. I know I've given it a 4, but there was quite a few moments in this Raw that made it a low 4, but this was, like I said, this was very close to being a 3. Very close to being a 3 out of 5 Raw, and that's not very good. That's not very good compared to the Raws that I've been giving it recently. The Raws, no, comparing it to the ratings I've been given Raw over the last 14 weeks. No, 12 weeks, over the last 12 weeks, after the last 3 months, every Raw has been a 4 or 5 out of Raw. I know this Raw was a 4, but I'm saying it was very close to being a 3, and this, I think it's the first time in a very long time, since actually I've got it here, since the 30th of June, this Raw nearly ended up being a 3 out of 5 for me, because it was just, I don't know, just everything about this Raw just felt really meh. Like, well, not everything, but like 70% of it just kind of felt a bit like decent to very meh, like just eh. I don't know. This Raw just didn't really hit for me. I don't know if it's the same for like I've said, I don't know if it's the same for other people, but yeah, it just didn't really hit for me. But anyways, we kicked off Raw last night with Rhea Ripley. Wasn't expecting Rhea Ripley to kick off the show. I knew she was going to be on the show because they said, but I didn't think she was going to be kicking it off. I thought she was going to be like in the middle somewhere. I actually genuinely thought that Cody was going to kick it off, because Cody had posted on his Instagram story that it was in SmackDown apparently, but it was Raw last night. So I genuinely thought Cody was going to be kicking off Monday Night Raw to talk about what happened on Friday Night SmackDown with Bronson and Braun Breaker, the Bronze. So that's what I was expecting, but no, Rhea Ripley kicked it off last night. I did give the segment with Rhea, Io, and the Kabuki Warriors last night overall like a low 4 out of 5, because I felt that Rhea's promo was really good. The way that Io done her promo and handled herself, I felt was really good. The darkness, like when it dimmed to darkness, I really liked that when Kairi and Asuka were speaking to Rhea and Io. And then the brawl was really enjoyable. So I given it a low 4, because I didn't think it was a high 4 or a 5, but it was definitely a 4 out of 5 segment. But yeah, a little part of her wished they settled it in the ring instead of what happened on last week's Raw, with obviously Rhea beating Asuka, and then Asuka misting Rhea, and then obviously beating down Rhea, Io coming out and getting beaten down by both Asuka and Kairi as well, because she helped Rhea Ripley. So she wished that never happened last week, and they just settled it in the ring like they thought they were going to do. Said Kabuki Warriors come and get me, but I knew, I literally, as soon as, just like 2 seconds before EO's music hit, I was like, it's gonna be EO, it's gonna be EO Sky. It's not gonna be the Kabuki Warriors. It'll be EO Sky. Watch. And then she literally 3 seconds later, her music hit. I was like, yeah, see, called it. EO said to Rhea that she was right about Asuka. She hasn't said that she was right about Kairi or anything like that, but has said that Rhea is right about Asuka. Yeah, and Rhea was, actually was. She said, yeah, she said that she's right about them, but they are family and she still loves them. We then got a passionate like Japanese / English promo by Asuka, which was so fucking good, like so good. Like I said, I loved it when the lights went like dark and we got like a really airy like promo by both Kairi and Asuka. Obviously more Asuka. Kairi's more of an emotional one. Asuka's was more passionate, but I really enjoyed that aspect of it. That was really cool. Said that Io needs to apologise, but it's too late for Rhea. And then that was the end of the promo. Kairi did say some things, but not as important as Asuka stuff, so I didn't include what Kairi said. Rhea said to Asuka that Asuka can go to hell. Io said she needs some time, but from behind, Kabuki Warriors attacked Rhea Ripley, and then Io had to quickly, on the spot right there, make a decision whether she was going to help Rhea or she wasn't going to help Rhea, and she decided to help Rhea, and yeah, got missed by Asuka because she helped Rhea, but I'm loving this feud with Rhea and Io as a tag versus Kairi and Asuka. But I have a feeling that Io's turning on Rhea in Crown Jewel, at Crown Jewel, because we got it official last night that Rio, that's the name of their tag team, Rhea Ripley and Io will go up against the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, in a tag team match at Crown Jewel a week Saturday. But there's a guy on TikTok called Johnny, and he has a theory that Io Sky is actually going to turn heel on Rhea Ripley at Crown Jewel. And I actually have a feeling that might be going down. Like, I actually think that Io is going to turn on Rhea, therefore setting up, like, heel Rhea, not heel Rhea, heel Io and the Kabuki Warriors, so heel Kabuki Warriors versus Rhea. One, ready for War Games, even though I don't think, I mean, Io could be part of the NXT group, I guess, for War Games, or all three of them could be part of the NXT group for War Games. And then Rhea's part of the good team alongside like Bailey and Lyra and Charlotte and Alexa maybe. And then on the other side it's just Sol Ruka, Zahara, however you pronounce her name, Io Sky, Asuka and Kairi. I mean, that's a possibility, but then it kind of takes up free spaces for actual NXT women. So I don't know if that will end up happening, but that's why I'm a little bit like, will she? I don't know. I mean, they could obviously have feuds with one another without having to go into War Games, so I guess it still could work out that Io turns on Rhea, but I don't know, because a lot of people are liking this duo, like a lot of people, and I haven't heard many people say that Io's going to turn on Rhea at Crown Jewel, like not many at all, like really no one really, apart from this Johnny guy, but I don't know, I can kind of see it coming now. I'm going to be gutted if they go down that route. But I feel like they're gonna make Io go heel by attacking Rhea. Then Rhea and the Kabuki Warriors will feud for a bit. Rhea down the line will probably win the Women's World title of Stephanie, or Io will win the Women's World title of Stephanie. And then maybe at the Royal Rumble or something, Io faces Stephanie for the title, something like that. Well, after Rhea's had this like 2.5 month feud with the Kabuki Warriors and Io, if she is to turn heel against Rhea. And then they have a feud up to like Royal Rumble, and then Io. Well, just before Royal Rumble, and then Io goes on to have a little like mini feud with Stephanie, wins the title of Stephanie at Royal Rumble, and then maybe Rhea wins Elimination Chamber next year, and then goes up against Io Sky in some sort of championship like stipulation match at WrestleMania 42 for the Women's World Championship, and that's when Rhea finally beats Asuka. That's a possibility. That's a really big possibility. Really big possibility that it goes down like somewhat like that. But yeah, so that's very interesting. But yeah, I did give that segment last night a 4 out of 5 because I felt it was a very good start to SmackDown, not SmackDown in because Cody, but to Raw, and I was actually okay. Very good start to Raw. Normally, when it's a good start to Raw, it normally tends to be quite a decent to very good Raw from that point onwards. But kind of took a little bit of a dip, like an hour in, for me anyway, personally. And then we got the IC Championship match. I was actually quite shocked that this was the first match of the night. Obviously between Rusev, the challenger, and the current and retaining Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio. I did give this match a 3 out of 5, but like quite a low 3 out of 5 because I didn't think it was great because 90% of the match was dominated by Rusev, and then the ref caught Dom trying to use the trying to pretend that Rusev hit him with the Intercontinental Championship, but the ref saw it. But as the ref had his back turned, by trying to take the championship away from them both, Dominic low blowed Rusev, and the ref didn't see it, and then Dominic was able to roll up Rusev and pick up the victory in a cheating way, because he couldn't do it the proper way because Rusev was just too good for him and was just completely dominating him. And yeah, Dominic retained, but I liked the Dom cheated to win because that's a very Dom thing to do, with the character that he plays and who he is trying to obviously represent in his character in a way, and I knew that was going to happen somewhat. I actually thought that the Americanos were going to get involved, but they had a match later on in the night, so I think they just kept everybody away, including Judgment Day as well, and were doing this instead. So Dominic was going to cheat instead of having actually anybody help him win. But yeah, no, I gave it a low 3 out of 5 because the match wasn't like a top decent match or good. It was just yeah. But yeah, no, I somewhat enjoyed it to give it a 3. And then we had a fantastic video package of the feud between Cody Rhodes, the Undisputed Champion, and Seth Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, of their feud that happened in 2022. By watching the video package and the way that Seth and Cody speak about the feud they both have with one another, I'm gutted that I missed that feud. Because I watched wrestling up until April of 2020, and then I couldn't watch it anymore because I couldn't cope with the no crowds and the cringe matches we were getting, and it's a no for me. So I just completely block out that whole COVID era and just pretend that didn't happen and it's not a part of wrestling. I just completely just ignore all that. Obviously it's not WWE's fault, but I personally just I couldn't watch it. It was just too cringe for me and just weird, and I just couldn't cope with the no audience thing because it just made matches feel really weird to watch. But I watched bits of wrestling in 2020. I bought the game in 2020 as well. I don't know if it came out in 2020 or 2021. I'm pretty sure it came out in 2020. In 2021 actually, and then 2021 there wasn't a game for it or something. Yeah, there wasn't. There was a game for 2020 but not a game for 2021. And then I watched bits of it in 2021, like the Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks rivalry, and other bits of it here and there in 2021. But 2022 was the first year that I didn't watch any wrestling. Well, I don't think I did anyway. I might have watched saw clips of on YouTube like here and there, but and I did buy the game in 2022, but I didn't watch anything like properly in 2022. I probably saw stuff on my YouTube but didn't actually watch it, because there was a lot going on in 2022, and I just didn't have the time to get back into wrestling. I have said this before, but it's probably the best time to get into wrestling, considering the crazy like shit that went down in 2022. Like a lot of crazy shit that it probably wasn't the best idea to get back into wrestling that year, but I didn't have the mental um like I didn't have like the mentality for it. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but yeah, I just couldn't get back into it. So I didn't get back into it until 2023, like literally the beginning of 2023. I got back into it again straight away. So I didn't really I didn't really miss much, because I kind of just missed like the weird ass COVID era that no one really talks about anymore, because it was just terrible. There were some matches in the COVID era that were good, but 90% of it was absolutely dog shit, and no one talks about it, pretends it didn't happen. Um, and then obviously in 2020, July 19th, 2021 is when they started having audiences again. And then, but wrestling was still really bleh, because they kind of were following on storylines from that 2021 period. It wasn't until like late 2022, like even my mate said, like WWE was terrible anyway. So there's not really much to take from WWE. And during the from April 2020 to like I think he said like August of 2022 is when it started to actually get like when it was terrible, and then after August 2022 it actually started to become really enjoyable to watch again. So I didn't miss much. But yeah, I didn't get to see the Cody and Seth feud. But so this will be the first match I will see them both in. I think. I don't know. I feel like they've had a match before, like, but they can't have done. No, they can't have done. But yeah, so I'm really excited to see Cody versus Seth, because this will be my first time watching Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins like live, not just like a few months after it happened. I'll be able to watch this live, so I'm very excited about that. And then we got a match between Bayley and Raquel Rodriguez, which was a very decent match to watch. Bayley done the twist of fate. I was and Swanton Bomb by both Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. I was really confused of why she was doing it at first, and then I realised, oh wait, they're in North Carolina or South Carolina. The Hardys are from North Carolina, because she then did the figure four, which is Ric Flair's move, and he's from South Carolina. So I was like, or North Carolina, like North Carolina. I think he's from Charlotte, North Carolina. So yeah, North Carolina. So I was like, huh? And then after the Ric Flair one, I was like, oh, duh, the Hardys are from Carolina. That's why she's doing. That's why she's paid like tribute to them in the ring. I was so confused at first. But Roxanne did end up helping Raquel win. The Judgment Day then beat down Bayley, but Lyra came out to help Bayley, and this time Bayley didn't turn on Lyra. She actually got really angry that they were beating down Lyra, that she switched into this like the other character side of her, and started beating down like Lyra and Raquel like really viciously, and didn't beat down Lyra this time. So Lyra was safe this time. She was okay, and she was able to, walk freely without getting absolutely destroyed by Bayley. And then we actually got something different with LA Knight last night. LA Knight didn't go one-on-one with Bronson Reed, one-on-one with Bron Breakker, had a tag match with Jimmy Uso against the Bronze, had a tag match with Jey Uso against the Bronze, had a 2-on-1 match against the Bronze. He didn't have anything to do with the Bronze or Paul Heyman or Seth Rollins last night. I'm not even saying Seth Rollins' name, but other than that, he didn't have any interaction with any of the Vision last night. And oh my god, that is the first time in 7 to 8 weeks, like maybe a little bit less than that we've had the constant Vision and LA Knight stuff. Finally, we had something different last night with LA Knight going up against Kofi Kingston in a decent match. But it was something different. LA Knight did not do anything to do with the Vision last night. Not even got involved in the tornado tag. He had nothing to do with the Vision, and I'm so thankful that that didn't happen, because honestly, it's been constantly LA Knight and the Vision lately, and the Usos as well. So we actually got something a bit different with LA, and I'm beyond happy with that. But yeah, now we're talking about another segment. I've not really spoken about 2 matches, I guess 3 in a way with the Kofi and LA one, but I didn't actually write the actual match down. I just wrote down that LA was doing something different. But yeah, we had a segment with Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. We had Punk CM Punk chants, OTC chants, AJ Lee chants, Cody Rhodes chants at Seth Rollins for a good like 3 minutes, which I don't mind the OTC, the AJ Lee and the Cody Rhodes one, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a very big CM Punk fan. I have a CM Punk tattoo. I have like all of his merch. I have a CM Punk plushie right there. That's what they're called, Buddy. CM Punk Buddy. I don't know. A CM Punk life-size cardboard cutout, a signature by him that I brought at Birmingham when I went to Raw in August. I love CM Punk, but I am starting to really hate fans chanting CM Punk at Seth Rollins. It's just getting annoying now because that's just been what they do like constantly. It's just getting very annoying. Like let CM Punk go off and do something else. Maybe even go after the Intercontinental Championship. And have a feud with Dominic Mysterio. Like that would be quite cool for CM Punk to help over young guys by, you know, getting involved in that feud with Penta and Rusev and Dominic Mysterio and the Judgment Day. Like Punk, go off and do that. Like do something completely different that we wouldn't expect. Like yeah, go off and do that. And Seth, do what he's doing with Cody Rhodes and the Vision. Like they're separate people. Like it's getting very annoying now. Like the constant chants of CM Punk at Seth. Like it is annoying because their feud is kind of done now. Like it's done now. Like AJ and CM Punk beat Becky and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins and CM Punk's feud is done. Becky and AJ Lee's is not, but they're completely different people. They're not, just because they're married to CM Punk and Seth Rollins doesn't mean that Seth and CM Punk are going to carry on having a rivalry. They can go off and do something else while Becky and AJ have a rivalry. But honestly, that is starting to really annoy me because it's just constant bright. It's so bright. I don't even know how this quality is going to look when I've actually have a look after I've finished filming, but I'm so sorry guys for this quality. But yeah, Cody has 3 wins. Technically he has 22 if you include dark matches, main event matches and live matches. Yeah, actually has main event as in like not main event of the Raw SmackDown, I meant like main event of a show when it comes to young Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. So Cody actually has 22 wins over Seth Rollins. But if you're counting on live TV, it's 3-0 to Cody Rhodes. But soon to be 3-1 because Seth Rollins is winning at Crown Jewel. He better fucking win at Crown Jewel. I'm gonna be so pissed if he doesn't. But yeah. What did I write here? Oh, yeah. Was it Cody that said that or Seth? I think it was Seth that said it matters more now. Like, stop talking about you beating me 3-0 because that's gone. Like, no one cares about that no more. Like, no, we don't care about that. This is what's important. He said something along the lines of that. And he said it matters more now because they're both at the top. They both weren't at the top that time. They were trying to get to the top, and now they're both at the top of WWE. And Seth said that he is the quarterback, not Cody Rhodes, and I agree with that. Seth is definitely by far the quarterback compared to Cody Rhodes by a mile. Seth is definitely the quarterback. Yeah, 100% is. Cody then did interrupt, so yeah, that was Seth that said that because Cody wasn't even out yet. Cody Rhodes interrupted, and Cody said that we control WWE, not Seth or Cody Rhodes, which I guess kind of with the whole AJ John Cena situation. But do we control WWE? No, not really, because if we did control WWE, every main event that happens on Raw wouldn't be the same constantly. Ticket prices would be lowered, and we'd have more matches on PLE. So, do we control WWE? No, not really. Cody thinks Heyman sent the runners to SmackDown, but Seth said that everything runs through him, and he means everything. So, Cody brought up the fact that Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman worked together at WrestlePalooza, and Seth kind of went like shit and I think he pretended that that came through Seth, but I don't think that did, and I think that's causing a little bit of heat between Paul Heyman and Seth about Seth actually saying anything to him. So I'm liking this Seth character. He looks very like depressed, and like really angry all the time. Like he's just gonna snap on everyone and anyone at some point. He just looks angry all the time. So I'm very interested and intrigued to see where that goes if Seth was to lose, which now is trying to make me believe that he is going to lose because of this character that he's playing. That he's just going to suddenly snap, or he's going to win, and then it's going to become too much for Paul Heyman and Bronze that they turn on him, and then he snaps even more. I don't know. Seth said that him and Cody will never be friends. And Seth said that he is writing the future. He did say some other stuff in this promo that I'm not going to include because it was way too harsh and a bit went a bit too went a bit too far for me. I don't agree with what he said with the whole Roman and CM Punk thing that he said, that I'm not going to say in this video, but I think that was a little bit too harsh. I don't care if he's playing a character or not, that was a bit too far for me personally. Yeah, that kind of ruined the mood a little bit of this whole feud. This whole segment, because I just felt like that was a bit weird to say that, considering one of the people that he was talking about when he was speaking about this subject deals with that said subject, so that was a little bit weird and a bit too far for me. But yeah, I did give this segment like a low 4 out of 5. Don't feel like it was as good as last week's segment between the both of them, but it was still good to watch. But yeah, we did get what's happening on next week's Raw. We have CM Punk returning to Raw. Not quite sure what he's going to be doing, but I'm very intrigued. We then also have Maxine versus Becky Lynch. Do we get the return of AJ Lee next week? I should think so, because Becky's probably going to beat down Maxine after winning very quickly, maybe, or not, maybe not quickly, but in a very like decent match that Becky's pretty much dominating. But Maxine gets a bit of like offense like here and there, and then Becky beats down Maxine setting up AJ Lee to come out and make the save, which is a very big possibility now that Becky's having a match, and Maxine did mention AJ Lee. So hopefully, but apparently she's not meant to be on WWE television until after Crown Jewel, so maybe not, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. CM Punk being on Raw next week makes me think that AJ's going to be on Raw, because she'll probably just travel with him now, even if she's not on that episode, because she's allowed to do that now, because everyone knows she's back in WWE, so I don't know, I guess we'll have to wait and see. And then we also have a match confirmed between Lara Valkyria and Roxanne Perez, which I feel is going to be quite a good match. I think we've seen that before, yeah, we probably have, but it was really good, so I'm very excited for that match to happen next week. So we've got some decent things happening on Raw, well, good things happening on Raw next week, but it'll be even better if AJ Lee does come back, because honestly, I feel like the Raw needs AJ, because now that we know that she's back, I feel like it just needs that, I don't know, that, I don't even know, it just needs something. I think CM Punk and AJ not being there for a couple of Raws now is just, yeah, not great. But yeah, hopefully she's on Raw next week. Anyways, the main event of Raw was the tornado tag between the Usos and the Vision. As soon as this was the main event, I knew that Roman Reigns was definitely returning. My mate did message me and tell me that he was at the building. So if he watches this, no offense to you, but it kind of ruined this whole main event for me in a way, because I kind of knew that Roman Reigns was coming back, and I didn't have a clue that Roman Reigns was going to return today. I had a slight feeling that he was, because he had finished up filming and stuff, and I think as soon as this was made the main event, even if my mate didn't tell me that he was at the building, I think I would have had a bit of a clue that he was coming back anyways, but a part of me didn't think he was going to. And he was also on the Crown Jewel poster, so that as well kind of made me realise that he was coming back. But as soon as this was made the main event, I knew 100% that he definitely was coming back, so the main event was kind of ruined for me because of it, because I kind of already knew, not just because of my mate telling me he was at the building, because I kind of gathered that Roman was going to return anyways, so not saying that it's his fault at all if you're watching this, is not saying that at all, because I think it was kind of obvious anyway, because obviously him being on the Crown Jewel poster, Crown Jewel's next Saturday, and he'd finished filming for what he was filming, Street Fighter I think it was that he was filming, that he completely finished that on Thursday last week, or something like that. And this being the Usos versus the Vision being the main event, I knew that Roman was going to return. So yeah, kind of ruined it, I think. If they didn't do this at the main event, I wouldn't have thought that Roman might have not been coming back, but because they've done it in the main event, it made it too obvious. So that's what I mean. WWE is too obvious nowadays, and it's very fucking annoying. It makes it just WWE not as great anymore because it's just so predictable nowadays. But yeah, it is what it is. Jimmy got absolutely buried and was destroyed for the majority of this match. The Vision completely dominated, like 80% of this match. And then Roman Reigns returned, and that's all I have wrote down because not really anything really happened. Like, it was a very low 3 out of 5 match. Because not really anything really happened. We had some chair shots here and there, and some barricade shots here and there. But and obviously we had a spot where Bron Breakker speared the living shit out of Jimmy Uso onto the announce table and then buried him in it. But that was really it. Like, nothing really happened in this main event, and it was just for the fact alone that Roman Reigns was coming back, and that's why it was in the main event. But it was a very meh match, main event. But yeah, Roman Reigns is back for what, 2 weeks, and then he's gonna leave again. So it's just there's no excitement there for me with Roman Reigns being back in WWE anymore. Like, it's gone now. Like, I don't get excited when Roman Reigns is in WWE anymore. I love Roman Reigns, and I've loved Roman Reigns for a very long time. Like, character wise, but I don't know, this constant, like, I get that he's been in the business for a very long time. Like, I understand that. I get that he likes to film now. He likes to do movies now. But at the same time, like, if he's doing a movie, right, and it gets finished filming, and he's able to be in WWE, and he hasn't got a movie going forward, why does he disappear? Because he's not filming for the majority of the time that he disappears for. Like, he's not filming. So I don't know why he disappears for so long when he's not actually filming any movie. So it's not an excuse for him to not be in WWE for ages when he's not actually filming anything. So I don't get why he has such long breaks, like, constantly when he's not being part of the film. Because if he was part of a film, we would know about it, because it'll be on. People will be sending pictures of him, behind the scenes of him filming, or it will get out on wrestling news reports that he's filming a video, filming a movie. That's why he's not on Raw. But hardly any of the times that he's not been in WWE for long periods, he's actually filming. He just disappears. And it's just annoying that it's constantly Roman Reigns is returning. Roman Reigns is returning. Roman Reigns is returning. Roman Reigns is returning. Like, it's getting boring now, and it's just, I really hope that people start to get annoyed by this, because I'm finding it very annoying, like, the constant, like, coming back for, like, 2 Raws and a PLE, and then disappearing for, like, 4 to 8 weeks, and then coming back for 2 Raws and then a PLE, and then disappearing again. Like, it's annoying. There's no excitement there of me, like, enjoying Roman being back in WWE, considering how much I love Roman and enjoy him being on Raw. I can't enjoy it because, like, it just disappears again. So there's no point me getting, like, attached to him, like, being back in WWE again, in a way, for him to just leave again, like, 2 weeks later. So it's annoying as fuck. And I don't know if anyone else feels like that about Roman, but I'm just finding it really annoying now that I just don't get excited when he comes back anymore. Like, it's not exciting for me anymore. Like, I really don't find it that exciting. I'm just like, oh, he's back, right, he'll be back for a couple of weeks, and then he'll leave again, and then that'll be that. But yeah, guys, I want to apologise for the quality of this video, because it is so bright. I don't know why it's so sunny outside. It's not supposed to be warm anymore, but for some reason it's sunny as fuck outside, so I'm very sorry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video, like, quickly, because yeah, this quality is just very annoying. But anyways, guys, if you agree with me in this Raw being a 4 out of 5, then let me know in the comments down below. Or do you believe actually this was actually a really good Raw? I don't know what you're talking about. This was a really enjoyable Raw, so you gave it a 5 out of 5. Or do you believe it was even worse than a 4 out of 5? It was alright, so you gave it a 3 out of 5. Do you believe that this was a really meh Raw? There was, like, a couple of bits that you liked, but it was very meh, so you gave it a 2 out of 5. Or do you believe that this Raw was absolutely terrible and awful? You wish this Raw never happened, you will never ever watch this Raw again, and you gave it a 1 out of 5. let me know in the comments down below. I was going to film another video today. I was going to film a list of wrestlers that I've seen live today, because I have a lot of wrestlers that I've seen live. So I was going to do that video today, but doesn't look like I'm going to be doing that video today now, because what the hell is going on with this quality on my phone? I don't know, it might not look as bad when I'm stopped filming, but at the moment it looks terrible. But anyways, guys, this has been Charlie, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.